The Ute people, known in their language as Nuche, or the people, are a Native American tribe with a rich and storied history that stretches across the regions of what is now western Colorado, eastern Utah, and parts of Wyoming, New Mexico, and Arizona. Their name has been immortalized in the state of Utah, which derives its name from them. The Ute tribes are part of the larger Numic-speaking group within the Uto-Aztecan language family, sharing linguistic roots with tribes like the Paiute, Shoshone, and others spread across the American West and into Mexico. The Ute people's presence in the Four Corners region is documented as early as 1500 CE, indicating a long-standing heritage in this area. Initially, the Utes were a nomadic people, moving seasonally to exploit various ecological zones for hunting and gathering. Men hunted a variety of animals, including deer, antelope, buffalo, rabbits, and birds, using traditional methods like bows, arrows, and spears. Women were responsible for gathering a wide array of plant foods such as seeds, nuts, berries, roots, and greens, which they stored for winter or trade. Before European contact, the Utes lived in small family clusters, often in wickiups or brush shelters in the western areas, while those in the east used hide teepees, reflecting a cultural adaptation to their environment. Their lifestyle was one of mobility, following the seasonal cycles of their food sources. The arrival of Europeans, particularly the Spanish in the 16th century, marked a significant turning point in Ute history. The Spanish introduced horses, which the Utes referred to as magic dogs, dramatically altering their way of life. According to posts found on X, the Utes became known as the people of the horse, which underscores their mastery and reliance on these animals. Horses allowed for greater mobility, facilitated hunting, and played a crucial role in their transition into skilled horsemen, raiders, and traders. The Ute culture was deeply intertwined with their environment and the spiritual beliefs that governed their interaction with it. Spirituality was central to Ute life, with practices like the sun dance and bear dance being pivotal. The sun dance, held midsummer, was a time of fasting, purification, and communal celebration, reinforcing their identity and spiritual connection. The bear dance, conducted each spring, served social functions, strengthening community ties and facilitating courtship. Ute society was organized into bands, each with its own territory and leadership, although they recognized kinship ties and would gather for larger events. Historically, there were 12 bands, each adapting culturally to their neighbors, like adopting elements from the Plains tribes, Shoshone, Paiute, Jicarilla Apache, and Puebloans. This cultural amalgamation is reflected in their housing, clothing, and social practices, showing a dynamic interaction with surrounding cultures. The Utes' attire varied by region and season, with men often wearing leather leggings, breechcloths, and shirts, while women wore long dresses made from deer skin. Accessories like feathered headdresses, necklaces, and woven belts were common, indicating status or roles within the community. The acquisition of horses not only changed their mobility, but also their social structure, where horse ownership became a symbol of wealth and prestige. The late 18th and 19th centuries saw increased contact with European settlers, particularly the Spanish, and later the Americans. This period was marked by both cooperation and conflict. The Utes became adept traders, exchanging goods like furs, dried meats, and even engaging in the unfortunate practice of slave trading with Hispanic settlers, as noted in various sources. The arrival of Mormon settlers in 1847 in Utah brought about significant land disputes. The initial settlement in the Salt Lake Valley was within a shared territory between Utes and Shoshones, but as more settlers arrived, tensions rose, leading to conflicts like the Walker War in 1853. Treaties were signed, but they often resulted in the Utes losing vast tracts of their land. For instance, by 1868, the Utes were confined to the western third of Colorado, and subsequent treaties further reduced their territory. The Meeker Massacre in 1879 was a pivotal event, leading to the forced removal of the White River and Uncompahgre bands to reservations in Utah. This event, among others, highlighted the Utes' resistance to being settled into a stationary agricultural lifestyle, which was at odds with their centuries-old migratory existence. Today, the Ute people are recognized in 3 federally acknowledged tribes: the Winta and Ouray Ute tribe in Utah, the Ute Mountain Ute tribe, and the Southern Ute Indian tribe in Colorado. Each tribe operates its own government, managing land, resources, and community services. The Ute Mountain Ute tribe, for example, manages the Ute Mountain Tribal Park, preserving significant cultural sites like cliff dwellings and petroglyphs, which are part of their heritage and that of the ancestral Puebloans. These tribes have faced modern challenges like poverty, unemployment, and health issues, but they have also made strides in economic development through oil, gas, mining, tourism, and tribal enterprises. Cultural preservation remains a priority, with efforts to maintain the Ute language, traditional practices, and education systems that respect both native and contemporary knowledge. The Utes have contributed significantly to the cultural mosaic of the American Southwest. Their legacy includes not just their survival and adaptation, but their influence on the region's history, from their role in the horse trade to their impact on the development of treaties and land rights movements. Their art, including petroglyphs and pottery, and their music, with dances like the bear dance, are celebrated aspects of American cultural heritage. The Ute people's story is one of resilience, adaptation, and cultural richness. Their history reflects broader themes of Native American experience in the face of colonization, including loss, resistance, and the ongoing struggle for sovereignty and cultural preservation. The Utes continue to be an influential force in local and state politics, advocating for their rights, land, and cultural heritage. The Ute Native Americans have navigated through centuries of change, from pre-contact nomadic life through the tumultuous times of European and American settlement to their current status as sovereign tribes. Their journey is a testament to their enduring spirit and cultural depth. The Utes' history, culture, and contemporary contributions offer invaluable insights into the broader narrative of Native American resilience and the complex interplay between indigenous peoples and the forces of change brought by external influences. As they continue to preserve their language, traditions, and land, the Utes stand as a vibrant part of America's cultural tapestry, reminding us of the importance of understanding and respecting the diverse histories that shape our nation.